Hello everyone, and welcome back. It's Creative Redundancy back again, here with another live stream. More creation mode, like always, and some chit chat. Now, I'm no expert in survivalism, bushcrafting, woodcrafting, or preparedness. I'm just that person trying to use that knowledge that I do have, the skills that I do have, any info that I do have, into a constructive format. Now, I actually started the show slightly early, a couple minutes early, just to let some people drop in here. I'm still setting up a few things. Hey Val, hey Matthew, what's up? What's up? Just setting up the show. Alright, I actually have slow-mo on for every 7 seconds right now, because my stage for this is on the ground, so, and it's behind my computer, so I actually have to look over at the chat every so often. So that's why the slow-mo's on for me. Intro time. Hey everyone. I know, look, I got my crate thing up. Don't forget my YouTube magnet right here. Yeah. Hey Tessa, what's up? Well, on the bright side, I decided to increase the font size so I can actually read it from like a couple feet away. Hey Jason, what's up, man? How's it going? Hopefully things are going good with you. I like how your garden is turning out. I bet you it's probably even better now, a couple weeks later. After seeing your video, I'm like, wow, I wish I could grow grapefruit here in Canada. But the growing season's not that long. Even though it was hot today here, plus 30, which is like what, 86 Fahrenheit, 87 Fahrenheit, whatever, something around there. Like, yeah, it was warm out. I got the window open right now, letting all that cool air from the outside come in now. Hey, it's M Puppy Breath. Hi, how's it going? M Puppy Breath is probably really excited to see what I'm gonna create this time around. Probably the puns are probably gonna come out, obviously, like always. What's up, Nathaniel? How's it going? Thank you for dropping by. I kind of knew you would drop by. Yo, James McIntyre. What's up, James? How's it going? Big Mac in the house, everybody. Woo! Woo. Got a full house. Alright, so like I said, it's creation mode time. I even have my solar light. See? Just so I can have some extra lighting. I figure I might as well use the solar lights for something. Alright, let's see. So hopefully everyone's doing good. Hopefully it's not too hot, not too cold. Hopefully it's just right. Alright. Sorry, I gotta keep glancing over because the screen's right behind me. So, and like I said earlier, I got the slow-mo on for every 7 seconds here, just so I can keep up with you guys. So I'm gonna show something that I've been creating. And I literally created this, and I literally have the word create in here. So you guys, hopefully you guys can make that out. I know I wrote it in glitter. Not only did I write this in glitter, right here, what I did was I was actually gonna just silver engrave the words in, but I'm like, hey, because I'm solar engraving, it's burning it in. Then I'm like, hey, I'll put glitter on top so the glitter actually stays in the depressions of the characters or the letters. Still have to work on it a little bit more. It's not perfect yet, but I basically made it into like a curved type of all, just to go with the iron one that I have, which I'll go get since it's right beside me here. As I drop stuff too. Here's this air all that I have. Yes, it actually says all. This one's pretty much done. It's already been coated with a glossy type of coating just to protect it and to seal in, well, everything I put into this. I mean, basically, I dipped it into some mustard type of solution just to get a yellowish color. Wrote in the characters AWL with a marker, a very thin marker, then I solar engraved or burnt it in. Then, like I said, I added a clear gloss coat onto it. Basically it's just an all that I made from with a nail. It actually stands up. It actually stands up. Yeah, there we go. Still working on it. I just used a pen lid just to put on top, just so if I put it in my bag or put it in my pocket, it's not gonna per se poke me. I changed. I kind of grinded the tip a little bit so it's a little bit more pointy. So if I want to punch through something like materials like leather, maybe some nylon or something like that, or cardboard even. Sometimes I'm looking for it all just to punch through cardboard, just for whatever reason. So I made it for that reason. And this one's more for a curve, so if I have to get around something or something like that. And this one's a little bit thinner too. I haven't coated this one yet, but I'm still working on it. This is made from a sapling. It's red on the back. Kind of got a shape to it. It's got some golden glitter on it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use as a way to well, prevent it from poking, but Guess I'll work on it. I just used some hot glue. I think I used a little bit of pine pitch at the bottom just so it doesn't come out. So I can use this, let's say if I was trying to remove stitching for something, I can get around something and pull. And actually I can pull on this. It's not coming out. Oh, I'm trying really hard. It's not coming out. So it should be good. Hello, Janelle. Let me just check on the chat right here real quick. I'm doing pretty good, Tessa. Oh yeah, I bet you it is, eh, Jason? For you? I know you live down south more, where you see a lot more desert type environment. Oh, Janelle, don't worry about that. I try to help as much as I can. I mean, CR can only do so much, but I try. Alright, so I'm caught up here. So, yep. Yep. All. Just gotta remember now to put everything back. That's the thing about when I start showing off something or doing a video. You guys know how it is. If you anyone that actually makes content or actually shows off something, you gotta remember to put it away after. Because you don't want to be like, hey, I forgot to put the lighter back in the bag. Oops. You might regret that the next time you go look for it and you're like, oh, it's not there. Now, let's see, going back to this, I've been thinking of doing a little bit more to this. I'm not sure. It was kind of funny when I was playing around with this. The E right here wasn't really good enough, so I actually reburnt the E back in a little bit more so it was a little bit more pronounced. Like, my webcam doesn't do it justice, but I can actually make it out. I'm actually thinking of putting something on the top. I'm not sure what. You know, seeing you, Jason, in here and Nathaniel kind of makes me want to make a Fatwood version of this. Wouldn't that be so cool? Having a Fatwood all? Yeah, right? Wouldn't that be so awesome? Hit me up on big number 1 if you think that would be awesome to have a Fatwood all. Yeah. And maybe I can like burn the characters in. That says Fatwood all or something like that. Or layer not all. I mean, like I always say about Fatwood, how can you not like Fatwood with a K? Anyways, I'll put that away here. Check chat again. Hello, Lady Luck. I didn't forget about you here. I'm pretty sure just seeing the word Fatwood says it all about. I'm pretty sure that would be, that's all I had to see. Oh, there we go. I knew Puppy Breath would bring out the awesome puns. Cause if you don't, if you're gonna make something, better make it big and make it. It's because it's all or nothing. I can't even keep a straight face on that right now. Ah, you crack me up every single time, Puppy Breath. We're always exchanging like stupid puns every time, right? As I said to her earlier in a comment, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's basically an all James. I don't know if I can show it again. I'll just show it again. It's just easier. So this is more like a curve type of yeah. This is more a curve type of all, probably for like stitching or something like that. To remove stitching from something if I had to, or just to be able to pull something away from something. And like I said, this all right here is more for to poke through something, I guess. Pardon me. So yeah, I hope that explains it to you, James. Yeah, exactly, Nathaniel. Can't go wrong with Fatwood. So yeah, I've been working on, like I said, I've been working on. Well, this one's pretty much done. This was just a kind of a prototype, just something I wanted to have, anyways. Like I said, made from a nail, so I guess you could say it's full tang. Yeah, I'm just gonna use that. You know what I mean, full tang, as in it goes all the way through. Now, too bad I didn't center it too well. I don't have one of those drill presses. If I had something like that, it probably would have been straighter. Yeah, and this one I made from pine. And this I made from sapling. That's red. So, yeah, this actually, I really should actually make something like this from fat wood. I'll consider it. Anyways, I'll put that away again. James. I'll try to slow it down for you. I'll try to slow-mo it down for you. Just kidding. Some fish with it, Lady Luck? Hey, maybe. Actually, to be honest, I was trying to make a fishing hook from it originally, and I bent it too much, and I'm like, think I was looking at the all that I already made, and I'm like, hey, why don't I do that? Then I started to go a little bit deeper into that, get into it more. Then I was looking at some crafting video or whatever. I'm like, hey, I got glitter. Then I'm like, hey, and then it just came together. I'm just like, why not, right? Why not? And now it's that. Now, I've shown this before, but I'll show it again here. Right here. Oops. Making sure I'm in frame here. Yeah. Now, this looks like a normal type of screwdriver. Some people have seen this already. Like, it's a flathead screwdriver. I had this um, set or screwdriver. Well, the handle kind of broke, and these bits aren't really common. I mean, they're not proprietary, but they're not very common either. So what I decided to do was change it, grind the tip a little bit more, grind the sides a little bit more. Well, and basically I made this more like a wedge. I mean, I can use this to wedge through something. I've actually ever used this to help me remove stickers off stuff like that. So I can, and since it's one piece of metal, I can kind of do light prying with it too. So, for example, taking this stick right here, I can wedge this through and start prying it apart. So I can, and I'm trying to do this very gently here, because this is actually sharp now, or at least sharp enough. And basically, if I wasn't trying to be so quiet here, I could hammer it down from the top and split it. Like I said, this is a wedge now, and a wedge is basically, well, in science terms, I guess, two inclined planes stuck together. So I can basically kind of use it like, I'll do this quickly here. But basically I could wedge through the stick here and start splitting it. Or I could put baton on it or something like that. Not that I do it with this, but I could just go through it, wiggle it, and start splitting it along the grain of the wood. And I've tried this out several times already. I have a few more of these. Actually, I do have one that actually have grind the sides, so I can actually use it as a striker for a ferro rod. Now this one's not done yet, so it's not gonna strike it yet, but I have another one that I have somewhere around here that can work for that. I'm hoping to get a bigger one. Now coming back to this kind of curvy awl that I have, I originally notched out the characters with this. It wasn't very pronounced onto it, and I'm like, man, okay, let's go back to the silver engraving and burning characters in. So that's what I did, and you know, the rest really literally writes itself. And in this case, it's glittery. Woo! Hey Granny Man Outdoors, GMO, how's it going? I saw you sneak in. I'm just gonna read the chat real quick, guys, because it's actually behind me. Because I have the webcam facing the ground right now, and my monitor is behind me, so I'm just gonna read the chat really quick here. And that's when the slow mo's on for every 7 seconds, so I can keep up. Yep, all you guys are talking about Fatwood, right? I knew it. How can you not like Fatwood with a K? And yes, Grady Man, I've been seeing you all day. I was actually gonna say hi to you even earlier, but I'm like, well, technically I already said hi for the day. Alright, I caught back up to chat here. And like always, I always appreciate everyone that drops by to the channel, to my channel. You guys give me more motivation to keep on creating and keep up with always in creation mode. So, thank you everyone, by the way. Even if you're not here right now on the live stream watching live, maybe you're watching it once it's been processed and becomes, you know, another normal type of video. Alright. Anyways. Gotta remember to put everything away. I sort of talked about this in the last live stream, but I've been working on, let's see, making sure I'm in frame here. Here's a fishing hook. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a fishing hook right there that I've been making. Put it down. Has a little eye on it. Now, like in the last live stream, I kind of talked about this, so I won't talk about this too much, but I've seen videos on people making fishing hooks from like pop tabs, from like cans, for example. So I just happen to have one. So these things and paper clips and kind of not clothespins, but safety pins. Well, I found straight pieces of metal, like small narrow rods, metal rods. Yeah, I'll just use that. Go with that. Then I can make fishing hooks out of it, and they're thicker. They were harder to bend and something like that, so they should be able to resist trying to be pulled apart. In comparison to like if I was using a pop tab, a pop tab or a safety pin or a paper clip. Like those are easy to work with, but because they're also easy to work with, well, they'll probably be easier to like per se break or strain out or bend. This is way harder to bend. I can't even bend it with my bare hands. I had to use pliers to bend this. And basically I would, when I was starting it, it would be straight. What I did was I would sharpen the tip, use some sort of grinding system, grinding type of thing that I have to sharpen the tip, curve it on the non-tip end to make an eye, so I can, you know, get a leader, fishing line, a swivel, a sinker onto it, or whatever. Then afterwards, using pliers to make a little hook, and go from there. Now, honestly, this is gonna be barbless, but the pieces of metal rod that I have, those were kind of reclaimed type of pieces of metal, so I can keep making more of these. If I want to, I can add bait, add some fishing flies, make some fishing flies with them too. Alright, let me check on the chat. Hello, Slay Nation Paranormal. Hello, thank you for dropping by. Noticing you dropping in. Hello, Bayou Prepper. Hi, how's it going? Hopefully everything's going great for you out east. Uh, Thank you, Lady Luck. Oh yeah, Nathaniel just has a video up more recently about fat wood, and so does Jason McDaniel here. Hey, great man, that's awesome. That's awesome. You have fishing hooks um, taped on the bottom of your soles. Is that on the? That must be on the inside, right? I'm assuming that's on the inside and not on the bottom of your foot. Like the insole would slip in and you have stuff right underneath that. That's actually, that's a good spot because you're kind of it's like usually these fishing hooks aren't that big or thick, so and you wouldn't notice it because the sole would prevent it from poking through or something like that. Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, I've heard of, people substituting their shoelace with paracord, something like that. That's actually a pretty cool idea, actually. I'm definitely gonna remember that. Thanks for that idea. That's really great, GMO. Hey, Slay Nation Paranormal. Yeah. Making sure I pronounced it right. I hope you feel better. Get some rest, keep your fluids up, keep maintain your strength. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. Gray man. If you're a multi-tool like a Leatherman, for example, you know, multi-tools are extremely useful. Now, they might not do anything particularly great, but they can do a lot of different things really good. Especially if you get a full-size type of multi-tool that has, let's say, an awl, the knife, of course, right? Maybe a saw that has pliers, maybe scissors if you want that, and of course, the flathead type of screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, and all that other stuff. All right, I've cut back up to the chat again. All right, cool, cool. Wow, you guys create as much as I do. Maybe even more. You guys might be creating even better stuff than I've ever realized. That is so awesome. That is so awesome that I love it that much. Yes, I know. Randomly bring this out. Yes, it's random heart. Random heart that's an LED. It has a keychain on it. It's just something I have. Put it back to the side again. Oh yeah, that's good. Thing, Jason, to remember, because if your soul gets wet, yeah, they could rust, especially like a hacksaw blade that's kind of more like has a higher content of carbon, more likely to rust. I guess you could probably put it in a little resealable baggie just so water can't get to it. I guess that's always an option. So I guess you can use one of these, and if this was the hacksaw blade, put it in there, put your shoe down, put it in there, and put your sole on top. At least the baggie would protect the hacksaw blade, for example, or whatever thing that can fit in from getting rust, because water can't per se penetrate the plastic. Actually, what am I doing? I gotta leave that there. Gotta leave my stage prop. No problem, Val. Wow, you guys are so awesome. I really, like, I know I say it time and time again, but I always appreciate you guys coming by. I know I'm seeing a few newer people jump in. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. You know, maybe it's your first time dropping in onto my channel or checking out the live stream. I appreciate it. It makes me remember that, you know, there's lots of you out there that watch, follow me, and all that stuff. It's all because of you guys. Yeah! Alright. Now, I have no idea if this is gonna work, but it's gonna be a good segue to something else that I want to bring up. So, now, obviously, everyone knows what this is. Now, obviously, I've cut this, but you know these kind of pouches. I mean, not pouches. Coin purses where you would hold coins, and everyone's familiar with these. You would see the rest of this, right? I've already cut this for the sake of the video, but like basically, you would open it, put your coins in, and you know stuff like that. Well, I'm gonna see right here if I can make something with this. See if I can use this for something. Not the leather part, but the metal itself. I'm gonna see, because lately I've been really surprised on pieces of metal that are just out there that could be used to strike a ferro rod with. And of course, in the last live stream, I kind of mentioned it, but I'm gonna try this randomly with this right here, just to see. Hello, Jays. Seeing you pop in. Oh, you carry fishing hooks and fishing line in your wallet, hey, Nathaniel? Hey, if you're into that, I know Jason has this survival, changing your wallet and or having survival type of items in a wallet. So you know, if you haven't checked out that video, Nathaniel, go check that out. I know Jason, you tagged me into doing it. I'm still working on that. And maybe if Jason, if you're still here, let me know. But anyways, I'm gonna cut this. Now I'm just trying to think about this right here. Yeah, screw it. Just gonna cut it. Just don't go with it. Maybe I could strop with this. Maybe. I just want to see the piece of metal in here. Because everyone's familiar with a slap bracelet. Those slap bracelets, like reflective slap bracelets, I've shown that off in a previous live stream. So that's why I'm kind of interested in this, because I think this will work. I think this will work. Oh yeah, right here. See, this would be the thing that would close it. So it snaps, right? I'm gonna take the ferro rod here and see. Oh yeah, you guys saw that. Oh yeah, you guys definitely saw that. So, voila. I could use this right here as a striker for a fire rod. And technically, I guess I have two. And I guess I can sandwich it in between something or whatever. So yeah, this could be used as a striker for like a ferro rod, or used to scrape with. That's awesome. So I'm definitely gonna remember that. These kind of slap bracelets or things that kind of where the metal bends, I guess something like this, even though it's flexible, could be used as a striker for a ferro rod. I'm just trying this out. Yep. Oh yeah. I'll even do it with pinky and a thumb here. Let's see. Okay, I gotta apply a little bit more pressure, I guess. But let's see if I actually try a little bit more. I guess it could work. Guess it could work. Not sure how long, because it's kind of thin, so it might start rolling or smoothing out, but I guess if you had a coin type of purse, I guess you can use it as a striker or a scraper if you needed to, or if you had to. So yeah, pretty awesome. I'll definitely put this to the side here. I'll keep those there pieces scraps. Alright, like I said, I have the slow-mo on for every 7 seconds here, and my chat window is behind me on my display, so I'm just checking it out, reading your guys' comments, trying to engage you guys, interact with you guys as much as I can. Awesome. Okay, Nathaniel, you carry what? 2 hooks and 20 feet of line? Okay, that's cool, that's cool. I usually just have paracord on my shoelaces, so if need be. Of course, I mean, I keep a little bit of something that I could use as fishing line somewhere else too. Oh, okay, Lady Luck. I'll keep that in mind. I'll, I'll keep that in mind. I'll probably screenshot that just so I can refer to it, or come back later once this video has been processed and finalized, and come back and screenshot that so I can refer to it. Jason's still here. What's up, Sue? I know you dropped in. I'm just reading everyone's comments. Russ Walker strips on my. Oh, thanks, Sue. I always appreciate you dropping by, even for a minute. And have a good night to you too, Sue. Alright, I'm caught back up. So, just coming back to this kind of slap bracelet or coin purse kind of thing. I was just thinking, I'm like, I guess technically if I remove the pins holding it or whatever, I guess I could have two. or sandwich it in between something, I don't know. Like with this ferro rod right here, I probably just could add that on or something. I mean, technically, there's holes in this that I could probably get a lanyard of some sort, maybe inner strand of paracord or bank line through, fishing line, or a key ring. Oh yeah, when I open it up, there's tabs holding it in place, so I mean, I guess you could, if you wanted to, tether it to something or hook it onto something. I'm trying to figure out if you can use this part right here, the more shiny silver part right here, for something. I'm not sure. So I don't know if anyone's got any ideas for this part right here, because right now I don't. I know you could use something like this, but I'm sure about this. But hey, anything's possible. Yay, Susan, stick around for a few minutes. Awesome, 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 awesome. I love when people stick around for a little bit longer. I mean, and I know I say it, and I'll say it again. I appreciate people that drop by, even for a few minutes, because I know everyone's busy, and you guys right now are taking the time to drop in while it's live, or if you're not, or you're watching this once it's been processed. You know, you're watching it, you're taking the time to watch it, not live. So I appreciate it so much so that I love it. Just kidding. I'll put that back. Anyways, hey Jace, maybe not specifically what I just showed, but a flathead screwdriver, yeah, you could. You could. I've seen people doing it before. Now, obviously, it'd be better if it was full tang, where the metal extends all the way through the handle. That way, it's less likely to bend, or break, or snap. Similar to a full tang knife. It's more, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, robust? No, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but you guys know what I mean. Anyways. Aw, thanks, Sue. I appreciate it. Oh, and by the way, Sue, I don't know if you noticed, I've decided to kind of add you on my featured channels list, which actually I've changed the name to supportive channels. Because Sue, you've been very supportive of me. You come by all my live streams, you leave me comments, you even like thumbs up my comments afterwards that I leave for your comments. And of course, I've checked out your content too. Alright, well, on a kind of different type of topic, even though it's been sunny here and it hasn't been raining here, I have this pouch right here. Okay, I have this pouch right here. This pouch, I'm trying to remember. I think I got this pouch for free. Actually, I think I got all this for free. I don't think I spent any money on any of this right here. Still working on it. There's actually, you know, this pouch isn't anything glamorous or high-end or whatever, but I got this for free here. I guess you could put this around something like a belt or something like that, or use cordage or webbing to go around that. But basically, I got a poncho in here. Now this poncho, now it's one size smaller than I usually would wear. I can fit this, but it's snug. So if I'm wearing thicker clothing or whatever, it's a little bit more difficult, especially if I want to zipper up the zipper. The funny story about this was the way I found this. Like, I was going over to a friend's place, just kind of biking over to a friend's place. It rained the night before, and I randomly found this in a bus shelter. I was just like, well, I mean, like, look, it's bright yellow, so I kind of noticed it. I'm like, hey, what's that, right? I just kind of pulled over. I'm like, hey, it's a poncho. And I'm like, hey, I can fit it. So, you know, I picked it up. This right here are rain pants. Yes, they should be rain pants, yes. Now, these are a little bit baggier, which is alright. And I have worn these every so often, especially if it's actually pouring out. I'll actually wear these just to keep my pants dry. I mean, if it's just spitting or just very light rain, I don't usually wear the pants. I'll put on the poncho, obviously, just to keep my torso dry, but I usually don't put on the pants. These were graciously donated to me too. So, of course, everyone knows how much I like braiding, so I just got some braided line around here. So I decided to put it into this. I mean, there's a spot right here I can hang it and stuff like that. There's spots on the front that I can, well, put some stuff onto it. So anyone have any ideas out there right now on how I can enhance this? So I'll just put this back in here. One thing I always remember with zippers, especially if I have like things that can tear, like this poncho, is I'll put my finger on the inside. That way, material like this poncho doesn't get stuck or snagged in that when I'm trying to zipper it up. So I'll just quickly just put this away here. Don't worry, guys. I'll check on the comments in just a little bit here. I mean the side chat here. So yeah, leave me any not recommendations, or any ideas you have for this. I'll try to show this off as much as possible. Maybe I'll put zipper pulls on there, change the zippers. I mean, like, there's a spot on the front a little. Not sure what I can do with this. There's some Velcro. I think this is the soft part of the hook and loops, which would be the loops. Yes, the loops are on the front. Alright, and then check on the chat here, guys. Hello, Corey Survival. I see you dropped in. I'm just reading in the chat. Like I said, I have the slow-mo on for every 7 seconds, and the chat window / my display is behind me because I'm actually aiming the camera down at the floor right now. Alright, I'm gonna put something in there right now because I do not know how to pronounce it. Because I know you just came in and you said hey stream, so anyone want to help me kind of pronounce it phonetically, help me pronounce it, that'd be awesome. So I'm just typing it in now. Well, Sue, I'm not as cool as you guys. You guys are so cool. You guys make me seem like I'm cool, but without you guys, I'm not cool. CR's nothing without you guys. I'm nothing without you guys. You guys are like my skeleton, my bones, my skin. I'm just merely the person that just creates. Well, Green Man, I wasn't specifically thinking of shelter. I mean, obviously it's shelter because, it's protecting you from the weather. Now, I have other type of ponchos that are more convertible, like that can be converted to be used more like a tarp, but those are actually in actual bags or kits. This is just the one normally I would use. Like, springtime, summertime when it's actually raining. When I'm out and about. Alright, great man, just say it. Just say it, man. If you got an idea, just drop it down. But remember to kind of say a little bit more just so I kind of know the context of the conversation or, you know what I mean. Hello, Megan Fox. How's it going? Thank you for dropping by. I always appreciate, like I said, everyone that drops by on the live stream and leaves me these constructive, positive comments. And of course, your thumbs up and all that stuff helps too. Hello, fun time outdoors. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. And how's it going? Oh, jeez. Ah, Corey, survival. Or, Corey, you did a lot of fishing. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hopefully you caught some big fish and had lots of bites and, had all lots of fun. I'm pretty sure you had lots of fun. Alright, I've caught up to the chat. I'm kind of glad now I decided to put the slow-mo on, or else you guys would I'd probably be like 20 minutes behind. And by the way, no one helped me explain how to pronounce that name that I put in there. I don't know how to pronounce it. Because it feels like I could pronounce it. Usually I can pronounce stuff, but I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce that. So if anyone wants to spell it out phonetically for me, that would be nice. So I can actually address the person. Oh, by the way, and welcome. Whoa, Nathaniel. That's totally awesome, man. Thank you. Too kind, too kind. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it so much that I'm gonna bring the heart back out. Woo! Click, click. Alright, click. Alright, click like a mouse. Okay. Can I just say click? I will. Uh, click. Just say one if I say click. That's good enough for you. But anyways, welcome, click. I gotta remember not to say another word. But welcome anyways. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it, and I'm doing good. Uh, and yeah, welcome and thank you for dropping by. Oh. Ooh, Lady Luck. 50 pounds, eh? I re it's kind of funny. I've had 50 pounds on my back before. Because I was, over the Christmas time, I was, you know, doing all that stuff, right? And my friends' kids were by, and we were just kind of, you know, we're all just having fun, right? Enjoying the day and stuff like that. Oh no, I'm sorry, it wasn't Christmas time. It was actually last summer, but I had my friend's boy on my back. I was like doing push-ups. I was just like to my friend, I'm like, how much does he weigh? He's like, I think about 50 pounds. So I kind of can remember how heavy that is. So because I was doing push-ups, I was seeing, yo, can I do push-ups with 50 pounds on my back? I'm like, oh yeah, I can. We can do 10. I tried to do the clapping hand swing. I can't quite do it with that much weight. So I can kind of understand how heavy that would be. Oh, that's awesome, Corey. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yummy! Yay! Are you preserving any, like, smoking it, freezing it, or something, or did you actually just kind of eat it fresh, let's just say? That's awesome, Gray Man. You've been fishing a lot. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hopefully you've had lots of bites and all that stuff. Awesome, awesome. Well, Lady Luck, I know it's kind. I'm gonna decide to change this from the original title I had, but yeah, I'm glad I decided to have it as creation mode plus chit chat, because I kind of knew there would be chit chat in here. Um, so you're kind of bug out bag for evacuation type of purposes. Is 50 pounds. I mean, you should be able to carry it on your back. Now, how long or how far, and depends on how far you have to go too. I mean, if you gotta go 100 miles, walk up 100 miles, or hike 100 miles, well, you should probably make sure you can carry it for that far. Now, maybe depending what's in your way to train and stuff like that, maybe have some transportation help, let's just say. That's basically a car or a truck, but maybe a wagon, something with wheels. Like, obviously it depends on the train, but the transportation thing is important too, to a certain degree. It allows you to do or move stuff more efficiently with less effort, less energy spent. And for the most part, you'll be able to, instead of walking like, let's say, a few feet every second, you'll be able to kind of jog with a cart that has 50, let's say 50 pounds on it. Relatively easy. Relatively. Well, Gray Man, you could always get a scale or something like that. Or if you got access to a seesaw, Gray Man, I mean, maybe you know how much you personally weigh and be like, okay, I still weigh more than the bag. Maybe put something a known weight onto it. Like, for example, if you had, grandkids or something like that, you'd be like, and you know that they weigh like 40 pounds, and see, and be like, hey, oh, my bag's sinking going this way more, so the bag's gonna be heavier than the kid, and you know the kid's weight as, say, 40 pounds, 30 pounds. Be like, well, it weighs more than that, for example.